Battlegrounds went from a little-known standalone spin-off of an Arma 3 mod to internet fame and a concurrent player totals topping Steam's service almost overnight. The game itself was created by Brendan Green and Bluehole. Green, of course, who created the original Arma 3 mod and also was on the team who developed H1Z1. His Battle Royale experience was essential in the game's direction and development. Even with all that, they couldn't have expected the level of success they have garnered. And there has to be a good reason for the success. Today in our review, we bring you our opinion on the full release PC version of the game. PUBG, as it is commonly referred to, is set on two different maps, Erangel and Miramar. Erangel is based upon an Eastern European setting covered with vast forests, large apartment complexes such as Georgopol, and smaller closely knitted towns such as Pachinki. At the south of the island lies the military base, a large compound filled with large drops of all the good stuff and lots of mayhem. Speaking of mayhem, try dropping off by the school or the nearby apartment block because that's great fun. No, honestly do. Alongside that, there are many other great towns and points of interest such as the ruins, an old hospital to keep each run varied and unique. Miramar is a far cry, forgive the pun, from Erangel, the big sprawling city of Los Leones at the south of the map. Its northern counterpart of El Pozo and small towns like Picado and Impala litter this sprawling sand-tinted topography of the map. Miramar is based upon the country of Mexico and it didn't make an attempt to hide it, but that's what makes it unique compared to Erangel. The vast mountain ranges and lack of vegetation add to a more aggressive approach. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds doesn't have a story per se, but that's a concept of a lot of online-only games in the modern age, with both the original incarnations of EA's Battlefront and Titanfall suffering the same fate. But that doesn't mean there isn't a story here or won't be a story at some stage in the future. For now, I'm basing my presence on the island on my transgressions in my former life. Maybe the island is purgatory and I'm here to fight for the place in some kind of chicken-worshipping cult afterlife. Or not. There is no set story, but let me guarantee you that if played online with friends or even random people, you can create your own fireside tales and interesting stories of different runs. Create a character, drop from that plane, grab some loot, shoot and more often than not die. PUBG and its popularity lie in its gameplay and its realistic approach to combat and stealth. The objective is to eliminate and out-survive 99 other people. The means to do so are a variety of weapons and equipment which allow you and aid you in your quest. The game includes favourites such as the SCAR, the AK, Kar 98 and UMP, just to name a few. Weapons are fully customizable with attachments and scopes found scattered around the map. Other items include health pickups such as med and first aid kits. Regenerating health boosts such as energy drinks and painkillers also play a vital role. Vests, helmets and backpacks ranging from levels 1 the worst to 3 the best are found all throughout the map. Protection is essential and level 3 protective gear is one way to ward off long-range snipers, at least for a while. Then there's those crates that just randomly drop in on the map from the plane. These are usually a guarantee to get yourself killed, with players from all directions trying to obtain them. Your rewards are specific weapons and gear only found in these drops. One of the items is even a ghillie suit for the added level of stealth. Matches offer 1v99, duo teams of 2, squad-based 4-man teams of a total of 25, or solo versus squad if you're feeling a little bit insane. All modes can be played in either first or third perspective. On top of that, only rest custom games with varieties including match types with bigger squad numbers and zombies. Vehicles play a very important role in the game, from movement around the map to distractions and full-blown weapons capable of crushing opponents in their wake. The vehicles have one small weakness: small hidden bumps. These bumps are capable of defying physics and just spinning vehicles off in any and which direction. The biggest foe though, besides the other people, is the blue circle. This closes in the play zone and leaves players receiving health damage and eventually death to those outside its boundaries. The circle thus eventually closes in and it's a risk to either kill your remaining enemies or end up as close to the centre to receive less damage and hope for the best. The amount of times I have been screwed by forgetting about the circle isn't even funny, but it's a mechanic that keeps the game moving and balanced. Gunplay is the icing on the Battlegrounds cake. It's natural, realistic and intense. Each kill and battle shakes those nerves and steadies the next battle's aim. The diverse range of sniper rifle, automatic rifle, shotguns, pistols along with grenades and melee weapons add to the experience and makes each game feel fresh. Realistic recoil and damage in conjunction with the previous mentioned attachments adds to a form of sense of military realism. One quick second to talk about the lobby where you wait for games. Painful is a word that comes to mind, and on run number 2 of the day it loses its charm. After all, there's only so many Superman punches to random people that can occupy the tedious wait time. The netcode is where the game really falls apart slowly, and slowly is the word. Server desynchronization and lag, especially on landing, is inexcusable. Dead cams are all over the place and sometimes have phantom shooters who appear as hackers. In fact, watching your teammate's screen is sometimes a random affair filled with bugs that haven't been patched since the game's launch. Speaking of hackers, they are slowly infiltrating this great game with no recoil, aimbots and the usual set of tools. This is an issue that needs to be resolved as soon as possible before it makes the community turn their backs. Victory is the name of the game here. Winner winner, chicken dinner. All that madness for a fictional dinner that seems as much a lie as the cake, but that feeling of adrenaline, very little gaming achievements feel better. The reward for victory? Battle points we spent on respecking your character, or loot crates that double in price every time you purchase one until they reset, of course, each weekend. Crates provide cosmetics, and let me tell you, some of them are worth an absolute fortune on the community market. Some crates require keys which are purchased for €2.50. These crates aren't intrusive, and a few quid can be made on the sly, so no losers in that department. To conclude, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is an addictive, adrenaline-pumping killfest. Sure, it has its problems, and some major ones at that, but make no doubt, I can't see anyone regretting this purchase. Sure, there is fierce competition in the market, especially from free-to-play title Fortnite, but make no mistakes, once you get the taste for chicken, there's no turning back. We rate this game must buy. Thanks for watching our review, and keep an eye out daily for brand new content. Add us on the social media links below, and thanks for watching.